Mastering anger. Taking control before it controls you. Ever felt like your anger was getting the best of you? That familiar surge that can leave you feeling distant, misunderstood, and sometimes out of control? You're not alone in this. By watching this video, you take the powerful step to understand and manage anger before it takes over your life. Unchecked, anger can isolate us, damage relationships, and lead to long-term health issues. It's a signal, a warning sign that something within needs attention. Let's uncover how to deal with it before it becomes the one in control. The primary part of the brain responsible for activating anger is called the amygdala. It is the part of the limbic system that is responsible for processing emotions. When a potential threat or frustrating situation is detected, the amygdala activates the fight-or-flight response, triggering emotions like anger and fear to prepare the body to respond. While the amygdala generates the initial emotional response, the prefrontal cortex is responsible for regulating those emotions and making reasoned decisions. If the prefrontal cortex is underdeveloped or impaired, like during heightened stress or fatigue, it becomes harder to control impulsive reactions, like anger, allowing the amygdala's response to dominate. Anger can seem like just an emotional reaction at the moment. When anger turns into a recurring pattern, it often leaves lingering resentment in its wake. This resentment can isolate us, creating feelings of loneliness and, sometimes, even self-hatred. Living in a constant state of frustration or rage wears down mental resilience, draining energy and making it harder to feel joy, connection, or peace. The silent destroyer. Anger doesn't just affect the mind. Over time, it can wreak havoc on the body. Chronic anger significantly raises the risk of heart disease, stroke, and high blood pressure, silently impacting overall health in profound ways. Frequent outbursts and prolonged frustration put immense stress on the cardiovascular system, keeping it in a state of overdrive. Beyond this, anger weakens the immune system, leaving the body more vulnerable to illnesses and slowing recovery from existing conditions. Case studies have shown that unmanaged anger can directly contribute to serious health complications, underscoring the importance of addressing and managing this powerful emotion. The impact of anger on relationships. Anger has a unique way of placing strain on even the strongest relationships, whether it's between spouses, friends, or family members. When anger becomes a frequent visitor, it creates a toxic atmosphere that can make loved ones feel unwelcome or even unsafe. Over time, recurring outbursts can erode trust and intimacy, slowly driving people away. Real-life scenarios show how unmanaged anger can turn a home into a battleground, where words and actions can leave lasting scars. Addressing anger isn't just about finding personal peace. It's about creating a safe, supportive space for those we care about most. How your anger can affect your child and become a model for their future. Anger doesn't just impact you, it sets an example for your child, shaping how they view emotions, relationships, and conflict. When children witness frequent anger, they absorb these responses, often carrying them into their own lives. They may learn to mirror these reactions, believing that anger is the primary way to handle stress or disagreement. Over time, this can affect their self-esteem, increase anxiety, and make it challenging for them to develop healthy emotional boundaries. Recognizing the impact of your anger isn't just about personal growth. It's about setting a positive, empowering model for your child's future, showing them that challenges can be handled with calm, resilience, and understanding. How anger can destroy your future career and make everyone hate you. Anger can seem like just a personal struggle, but in a professional setting, it's a reputation killer. Outbursts, passive aggression, or even an angry tone can create lasting damage, leading colleagues and superiors to see you as unreliable or difficult to work with. Anger-driven reactions can also cause impulsive decisions, clouding judgment, and limiting your growth and career opportunities. Over time, these patterns create a toxic environment, pushing people away and leaving you isolated. Teamwork, trust, and respect, all essentials for success, suffer under the weight of unchecked anger. If not addressed, anger can burn bridges that may never be rebuilt, making people wary and hesitant to engage with you. Managing anger is not just about personal growth. It's vital for a lasting, successful career and meaningful, supportive professional relationships. Famous people shattered by anger. When tempers take control. Mike Tyson, the legendary boxer, was known for his aggressive temper, both in and out of the ring. His infamous 1997 fight, where he bit off a piece of Evander Holyfield's ear, exemplified how unchecked anger negatively impacted his reputation and career. Mel Gibson, the actor and director, had a thriving career until his series of public outbursts and anger-fueled incidents severely damaged his reputation. His rants and erratic behavior caused a decline in public favor and strained his relationships within the industry. Kanye West, known for his musical talent, Kanye's career has been repeatedly affected by public outbursts, anger-fueled social media posts, and impulsive comments. His temper has strained relationships with fans, colleagues, and family members, impacting his brand and business ventures. Charlie Sheen, known for his roles in popular shows and movies, Sheen's career was severely impacted by his volatile behavior and anger issues. His outbursts led to the loss of his role in 2.5 Men, marking a significant downturn in his career. Bobby Knight, the famous college basketball coach, was a legend in the sport, but was often remembered more for his uncontrollable temper. His outbursts, including throwing chairs on the court, eventually led to his dismissal from Indiana University, impacting his legacy and career. Recognizing when anger is controlling you through the whispers of the egoic mind. Anger often starts as a small voice from the egoic mind, whispering thoughts that seem justified, but, over time, begin to take control. If frequent outbursts, strained relationships, or feelings of isolation are becoming familiar, it may be a sign that anger is overtaking your life. Anger can subtly become addictive, providing a temporary rush of power that ultimately pushes others away. The ego clings to this feeling, fueling thoughts of revenge or keeping you constantly on edge, as though always prepared for conflict. Recognizing these warning signs is the first step in reclaiming inner peace before anger becomes your default response. The urgency of taking control. Why you need to act now. Unchecked anger can quietly take over your life, often surfacing as frequent outbursts or strained relationships, signaling that it's time to take control. When anger goes unchecked, it's easy to fall into a cycle where temporary feelings of power mask the longer-term effects, isolation, regret, and even health issues. This subtle pull can escalate quickly, making anger feel addictive, whispering from the egoic mind, urging thoughts of revenge, telling you people are treating you unfairly, or leaving you constantly on edge. If these patterns sound familiar, now is the moment to act. Taking control today, seeking guidance, or using strategies to manage anger are essential steps to prevent it from taking over your life and making lasting impacts you may later regret. Effective ways to overcome anger. Managing anger starts with practical, everyday actions that can bring instant relief and long-term peace. Recognizing when anger is rising allows you to pause and redirect it. Simple breathing techniques, like deep belly breathing, can help calm the mind and body quickly. Reframing is another powerful tool. Try viewing the situation from a new perspective, allowing you to shift away from the intensity of the emotion. Self-reflection also plays a key role. Understanding the root of your anger can lead to better control over it. For deeper, unresolved anger, seeking professional help, like therapy or counseling, is essential. A professional can offer personalized strategies to handle and release these emotions safely. Additionally, self-care practices, such as regular exercise, journaling, or meditation, provide a healthy outlet for anger, helping to diffuse it before it spirals out of control. Allowing anger to go unresolved only intensifies its grip over time, affecting relationships, health, and happiness. When left to fester, anger creates distance between you and those you care about, weakening bonds that are hard to rebuild. Physically, it strains the body, raising stress and blood pressure, and even weakening the immune system, all of which take a toll on your mental and physical health. Controlling anger can be a key to success. So, the next time you feel anger rising, pause and ask yourself if this reaction truly serves you. Remember, anger is like a fire, and if you don't control it, it will burn everything you care about. If you found this content valuable, don't forget to subscribe to Love Academe. By subscribing, liking, and sharing, you're helping us spread awareness, compassion, and tools for personal growth to more people. Join our community, and let's inspire change together. Thank you for supporting Love Academe.